Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Chef Vic Cuisine. Today, we're making cornbread. Now this is one of the first things I ever made as a kid, and I hope this becomes a staple in your home as well. This recipe is better than any store-bought mix you can find. So, let's get started.
Alright, so for the ingredients, you're going to need 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, an 1/8 teaspoon of salt, half a cup of unsalted butter that's melted and slightly cooled, a 1/3 cup of packed light or dark brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 large egg, 1 cup of buttermilk, and then optionally you want to use 1 tablespoon of granulated white sugar. Alright, so to get things started, you're going to whisk the cornmeal, the flour, the baking powder, baking soda, and salt all together in a large sized bowl until it's well combined. And once it's all combined, you can set it to the side, and that'll be your dry ingredients. And while you're mixing that, go ahead and preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 204 degrees Celsius. And grease and lightly flour an 8-inch or 9-inch square baking pan, or alternatively, you can line the baking pan with parchment paper, like I do in this video. Now, moving on to the wet ingredients, in a medium bowl, you want to whisk together the melted butter, the brown sugar, and the honey all together until it's well combined and smooth. Don't forget to smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. It really helps the YouTube algorithm promote this recipe. And stay tuned until the end of this video for a sneak peek of the recipe coming next week. Now once that's smooth, you want to whisk in the egg until well combined into the mixture. And then finally, whisk in the buttermilk. All these ingredients combined will create your wet mixture. Now for creating your batter, what you want to do is pour the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and whisk it well until well combined. And you want to make sure you don't overmix, or your cornbread will become too dense. So this is the consistency you're looking for in your batter. Once the batter is fully formed, you want to pour the batter into the greased or parchment paper lined prepared baking pan. Once the batter's in the pan, you want to go ahead and shake the pan about somewhat to allow the batter to spread. And then you can always double back with the rubber spatula and smooth out around the edges so that the entire bottom surface of the pan is covered. Now what I like to do as an optional step for you all is add the tablespoon of granulated white sugar onto the top surface of the batter. I find it helps create a really unique crust for the cornbread. So you want to bake this for 19 to 20 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or until the cornbread is golden brown on top and the center is cooked through. And to test for this, you can always insert a toothpick into the center of the cornbread and it should come out clean. So after the time is up, you want to remove the cornbread from the oven and allow it to slightly cool before slicing and serving. And just like that, you made your very own cornbread. Like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this is one of the first things I ever made as a kid, and this recipe creates a soft, moist, and buttery cornbread, and you can't ask for much more from this cornbread recipe. And as you can see from the cutout piece, it has that perfect crumbly texture on the interior, and then on the top you have this nice, crisp, glazed crust. Try eating this with butter, honey, or jam, and this cornbread can last for up to 1 week stored in an airtight container. And as always, this recipe and many more can be found in my cookbook, Chef Vic Cuisine, Volume 1, Finding Your Inner Chef. And that's available on Amazon, and I'll be sure to leave a link to that in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. And stay tuned for next week where I show you how to make this amazing pan-seared teriyaki shrimp. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you next week on another episode of Chef Vic Cuisine, and until then, peace.